What's up, peeps? Found a halfie in my pack of smokes. Pyramid non-filters next to Marlboro NXTs. These are pretty good. Either like Pyramid or Eagle non-filters. I would go with Camel non-filters, but they're a lot more expensive and harder to find here in town. Lucky Strikes are good too, but I don't know if Sinclair still carries them or not. And if they do, that'd be cool. But what's up, peoples? Most people are quite surprised to find out that I'm a hard worker because they assume because of my gothic exterior, they're like, oh, well, he must be a punk and a thug, and I bet you he's lazy and this and that. So when they see I'm respectful to my elders and I'm a hard worker, it completely surprises the fuck out of them. They're like, whoa, how about that? I'm good, Waylon. Thank you for asking. Tomorrow, for those of you who ordered wands, they'll be getting shipped out tomorrow. Haha. And then once that batch of wands is shipped out, and then I can begin work on my next batch. Yeah. Hashtag fuck suicide. Hashtag drink combination. Gotta pour me a stiff drink, y'all, because I definitely earned it. I waited till now to crack open this gorgeous, perfectly chilled bottle of Bacardi L'Amour. You gotta love that Bacardi bat. That's pretty cool looking. And of course, a wee bit of Monster to mix with it, just for the hell of it. Am I going to chug this entire can in one sitting? The answer is no. 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 Am I going to mix the entire can with this bottle? Yes. Oh, yes, I am. That's just about the entire fucking bottle minus a couple sips. I would have gotten Jack Daniels, but I had other priorities. I noticed the Powerball is up to like 186 million. So it's now the perfect time to start buying tickets again. I figured that the lottery is high enough. Also, I've noticed that this combination of mustache and goatee that I'm working with, ladies are responding very positively to it. And I like the way this looks on my face. Just a nice Doc Holliday style pointy mustache on either side, and then this badass little devil's goatee on the chin. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice combination, if I do say so myself. Kind of that old Western style mustache, and then, yeah. Although if I can get my mustache to handlebar, and then if I can get the goatee to be long and really pointy, it looks sick as fuck on me. I'm just saying. I'd look like a dastardly evil villain now, wouldn't I? Yeah. Now here's the thing. Making a good impression at your job is everything. And there's times where I don't even take a break at work. I'll step out, smoke like half a cigarette, put it back in my pack, wash my hands, get back to it. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you what, when you overhear your bosses say Josh is a hard worker, you know what I'm saying? That's greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all about managing your time more wisely, Facebook. So if you know you don't have any clean clothes that day, you be sure to get some laundry done before you do what you got to do. Now, if you're showing up to work on time, your clothes are clean, and you work hard, let's stay at it. Oh yeah, your other coworkers will notice, and guarantee you the hard work you put in at your job, your coworkers will appreciate it. Because if you work hard at your job, it makes everyone else's job 10,000 times easier. They don't have to babysit you or watch you. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing of it. Yes, I'm goth. I'm metal as fuck. But here's the thing of it. I'm also a bit of a greaser. And here's the thing of it. I may be a goth, metalhead, greaser, hippie-looking son of a bitch, but let me tell you something, Facebook. I'm a damn good worker. And any company that's willing to hire me has a loyal worker on their hand. You know what I'm saying? There's ways of saying to yourself, I'm not going to put up with people's crap. And there's ways of doing that that don't get you in trouble. Now, it's very easy to lash out at people when they're trying to push your buttons and piss you off because they think it's funny to pick on somebody with autism. Or you give them a satisfaction of proving them wrong, which is a lot more fun than pissing someone off. Because it's really easy to piss someone off. It's a lot harder to prove them wrong. Now, it seems how I uploaded a couple of vocal cover videos to fucking YouTube. I figured it'd be appropriate to do a Facebook Live video. I could do plenty of more vocal covers tomorrow, but right now it's almost 11 o'clock at night, and noise curfew at the apartment complex. Past 10 o'clock, you want to keep the noise down because there are people trying to sleep, and yeah. Ha 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 ha. 3 Saxton says it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. Haha, right? uh, but hearing a cover without the original singer, I feel like singing it with the song presents more of a challenge because you got to stay on pitch, otherwise you hear it. And then tomorrow I'll be doing Hound Dog by Elvis Presley, Time of Your Life, Good Riddance cover by Green Day, maybe a Beatles cover for the fucking shits and giggles of it. What exactly do you need my help with, Therese? Because, yeah. Now, earlier today, I kind of went off on a rant on YouTube before singing my Tears Don't Fall, which just uploaded. There we go. Awesome sauce. And yeah, I'm a completely different person when I'm not working in a professional setting. I look different and I act different. I tell you what, I've been trying to make a conscious effort on working on my temper, and I don't flip out about as much as I used to. And, you know, the true test of time can tell on any journey. Yes, I got you, Therese. Let me grab my scepter. I cast a circle of passing on Therese Saxton. May she pass her GE test. So motes it be in the witch's circle. I know how that goes. Believe me, I know how that goes. When you're studying for an important test. See, right now, I don't have enough money to get a car. So I'd have to study for my driver's license and get that first before I started saving up. So that way when I saved up, I could just drive it off the lot. See what I'm saying? And imagine, if you will, if I used my wand money and started saving up from every batch of wands I sold for a classic car to drive around town in. That would really stick it to these haters, now wouldn't it? That's the thing about classic cars in an area like Casper is they're everywhere. Buying a car online is way more expensive. So it'd be a lot smarter to buy a car in town. And if you got like $2,000 or $3,000 saved up, dude, finding a classic car for that price is not going to be difficult, especially if it's in driving condition. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of felt like that rant was needed on both my Valentine cover. I started talking about one thing, and then it led to another thing, and then it just snowballed into, yeah. I've considered making a rap album, yes. Okay. Oh, looky when I have you. Let's crack this son bitch open. I mean, if you really need an app to pour a drink, that's stupid. If you're only using 2 ingredients, half and half, depending on if you can handle your alcohol or not. And here's the thing of it. It's all about responsibility and knowing how you act when you do shit. If you know how you act on alcohol and you know that you're supposed to limit yourself, then do it. But I'm not like most people. I got a pretty high tolerance to alcohol. I mean, people have seen me chug a shit ton of booze and then walk a straight line. And they go, how the fuck do you do that? And my drunken smart-ass response, because when I talk, you can definitely hear I'm drunk. But when I walk, it doesn't look like I'm drunk. That's the thing of it. But my smart-ass response is, it's my high-functioning autism. My response to that is, it's my high-functioning autism. For some odd reason, I seem to function better when I consume substance. I don't use that as an excuse to drink because that would make me an alcoholic. And I'm not an alcoholic. I mean, I like to drink and have a good time, but I can't do it every day because one, I don't have the money to, and two, that'd be just ridiculous. Oh yeah, I switched my rings around because they fit better on these fingers. Like, straight up. Bacardi Limor and a little bit of Monster. Yeah. Right now I'm kind of blowing up the scene on YouTube with my amazing singing voice. Because people are seeing the videos I'm talking and the rants I'm preaching, and they're like, yeah. And then they see the vocal covers on top of it, and they're like, yeah, I dig what this guy's got to do and say. Well, that's no intentional joke, mind you. That's what they call Asperger's, is high functioning autism. Now, here's the thing of it. You don't need a fucking app to mix a drink. People in the Wild West were not using cell phones to mix a drink in the goddamn bar. In fact, bartenders don't even use apps on their phone. They just know, you know? It's a knowledge. It just shows you how lazy our society has become when we got fucking segways and people using apps to measure a goddamn alcoholic beverage. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Oh shit, crack it down. Just kidding. Hashtag fresh can. That first initial opening of that CO2 might make some motherfuckers jump, so yeah, no, but be careful when opening a fresh can of Monster like this just because of the CO2, people. Let me go dispose of this plastic into my trash can. I shall be right back. Now, here's the thing of it. If you want to be, there's a difference between life hack and being lazy. You feel me? So you're sitting there going, you know you're going to mix Monster with it anyway, so you might as well refill the bottle with whatever Monster you got in here. That's a life hack. Segways, that's just plain lazy. Segways are not life hacks, that's just plain lazy. If you got cops and security guards riding those things to stop an assailant, wouldn't it be easier just to catch them on foot? Straight up, wouldn't it be easier to catch just on foot, let alone a horse for that matter? Excuse me. You know, I tried this on a whims, and I actually like Bacardi Limor. It's really good. My other favorite flavor of Bacardi is peach red, but you can't even find that in town. I mean, if I got the liquor shed to order some for me again, I probably could, but that's an awful long way to go just for a bottle. But it'd be worth it because Bacardi Peach Red is fucking delicious. Mix that shit with some cherry Dr. Pepper and you're fucking set. Maybe some 99 proof bananas and some cherry Coke to go on top of that. That shit would fucking taste good and it would fuck you up right quick. But let me just adjust the light right quick. And that's the thing of it, is pouring a little bit of Monster in here to mix with it makes sense. This isn't lazy, this is ingenuitive. You're extending the life of this bottle by doing this. Just like that. Because then you get the level of the drink is now like right here, halfway up the neck of the bottle. And I could sit this in the fridge to stay ice cold while I finish or work on the drink that I have now. See, that's a life hack. That's smart. And if you applied this method to everything in life, imagine how much simpler and easier everyone's lives would be. Thinking up ways to save money and, you know, generally be smarter, more conservative with, not just booze, but, you know, everything. Being conservative on your supplies doesn't also just include supplies. It also includes being a decent human being. And I'm a hypocrite for saying it because I can be a huge asshole when I'm pushed to it. Like, you think I'm a nice guy. Well, trust and believe my asshole side is just as mean as my nice side is nice. So like, you think that's just it. The nicest people tend to be the biggest assholes, and that is so fucking true for me, dude. It's not even funny. Yes. The nicest people tend to be the scariest and meanest people to piss off when you turn them into assholes. And like, there's a line I don't cross, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, like, I'm a big dude, so I gotta watch my temper, you know what I'm saying? People don't like watching some big ass beefy autistic lose his shit over stupid shit. You feel what I'm saying, Facebook? Put this beast in the fridge, I'll be right back. All right. Let's have a sip, shall we? Hell yeah. Although mixing it half and half does make it rather stiff, but there you go. Well, thank you for that compliment, Mr. Jeremy Parks. I do what I can to entertain on social media. That's pretty good. I can dig it. I'm gonna call that a lemon jawbreaker because that's exactly what that tastes like. Like when you suck on a lemon sour head and you crunch it up in your mouth, that taste you get after crunching it up. That's exactly what Monster and Bacardi Limor taste like. No bullshit. It straight up tastes like a lemon jawbreaker. That's crazy, dude. And that's the cool thing about being a mixologist, is you discover cool little drink combinations like that. And some of these last couple of drink combinations I've been coming up with are pretty top-notch good shit. Like, if I guarantee you, if nobody in your group is sensitive to Monster or anything like that, then there's a lot of good alcohol you can mix with Monster. And Bacardi Limor is definitely an exception to that rule. Now, one thing is for certain, my drink combinations are pretty delicious and they're guaranteed to get the party popping. And I feel like it's my job as a mixologist to let you all know when I come up with some fire ass shit, because if I like it, generally speaking, I'm not speaking for all of my fans, but then I'm guaranteeing you that most of my fans will like it. Now, there were a couple people who wanted personal autographs with their wands. The black and the blue wand, the white wand, the blue wand, the green wand. Yeah, green, blue, black, and white all wanted personal autographs, sort of the parlor wand. And that can easily be arranged. If you don't want an autograph, you just want your wand, that's cool. But I do also offer a personal little thank you for your buy and an autograph to go with it, signed by yours truly. That adds a nice personal touch for some of my diehard fans. Cobra, you should produce a drink recipe book. I would totally help out with a project like that and help illustrate and put the book to format. You charge fans $5 for a PDF and $15 for a printed version. Well, that's the thing of it, Therese. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just I don't trust anybody with my address online. That's nothing against my fans, you know. That's more of a protection for my neighbors, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how crazy these assholes on YouTube really are. You know, they're willing to fucking do whatever it takes to ruin my life. And it's sad, dude. These people need serious help, and that's coming from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people live to torment me, and all I've done is create videos and be myself. And people respect that for that realism, and that's why I'm so popular on YouTube. And they're jealous of that, so instead of figuring out who they are, instead of figuring out, okay, what can I do to make a YouTube channel, they pick on me and they hate on me. It's like, okay, but all you're doing is making me more famous. Okay? Any sort of bullshit plan you have, I've already nipped the situation right there. You know what I'm saying? I've already taken care of it. So any attempts to ruin my life any further are kind of faulted at this point. But this is the thing that makes me laugh about the whole thing. These trolls are bullying somebody who knows black magic. To me, that's just stupid. That's like saying, I want to play with this fire, even though I know it's going to burn me, I'm still going to play with it. And, well, I'm more focused on trying to win the lottery with my magic. More so than I am trying to get even with somebody, because quite honestly, they'll get what's coming to them. I got bigger fish to fry. I got a dream house to build. You know how on a carillon, each individual peg is like a little circle and it just extends like a piano? Well, the carillon playing pegs on my carillon are going to be shaped like little hooded cobras with their mouths open. It's going to look sick. I'll have like these little wooden cobras all hooded up. These little carved wooden cobras all hooded up, sticking out of this box, and each one of them is hooked up to a bell in my tower. 48 bells on a grand carillon. Actually, 47 bells on a grand carillon. The 48th bell would swing on a hemp rope. Yeah, something sinister like the bell from Gregoroth's song, Sorg. Oof. Ooh, yeah. If I got 47 bells on a grand carillon with an even 4 octaves of bells, and there's some gothic, sinister, heavy-sounding bell in the middle of it all, it takes like 10 to 20 minutes to get started, but totally worth it. Because once that fucker starts ringing, it's like, oh fuck. Cobra's playing with his clock tower again. I've got this giant ass bell with a hemp rope. And normally on that bell rope, you'll see like little colored tassels on the bottom of the rope where you pull it. Mine will be black and green. And yeah, the belfry and the clock faces will light up neon green. But it'll just be a regular colored light in the carillon room. See, I got every last detail planned perfectly. As soon as I got my phone fixed, I'd give Americlock a call. And I'd be like, hey, what's up? Biggest fan here. And I'd be like, Josh Saunders here. And thought I'd give you Cool Cobras a jingle. Because I'm building a Victorian Second Empire mansion that's solar powered. And I need your help with designing a cupola clock tower to fit in the middle of it. And give them the details of the clock tower that I want. And all they gotta do is fucking hire somebody here in town, buy like 20 acres of land 4 miles outside of town. I'm set. I'd have a wrought iron security fence gate around the entire thing with a code to unlock it, and a buzzer intercom system from the gate to my front door. And there'd be a cobblestone street going from the front gate to my door, wrapping around to the garage. And my dream house would be surrounded by maple trees, pine trees, and willows, giving it a very spooky, gothic, sinister overtone, which during the winter would make it majestic as fuck. All those trees covered in pine, and covered in snow, and then during the summer when it rains, the smell of wet pine waffling through the air as I sit in my clock tower, smoking a cigarette like, yo, this is lit. Now, if I built my dream house, I could create some tourism for this town. Put Casper on the map. Come to the state with 3 clock towers. Interestingly enough, it would be the 4th bell tower in town, and it'd be the 3rd clock tower in the state. You can't tell me that's not fucking cool. Because there's like 3 churches here in town that have bell towers. And there's also like 2 clock towers here in the state of Wyoming. There's the one in Cheyenne, and there's the one in Gillette. Now, my clock tower would be about as tall as the one in Cheyenne, if not the exact same fucking height. And let me tell you something. This clock tower would be indestructible, and it'd be safe to climb. No ladders. Here's the thing of it. You walk into my room, you see a bunch of candlestick-shaped lights with light bulbs. One of them turns. You turn it, it opens up a doorway to a staircase. You climb the staircase, easy as fuck to climb. First floor, you get to the carillon room. There's the carillon with the cobra pegs, ready to ring the bells, with the rope in front of it. And then there's a doorway fucking leading up another staircase, easy as fuck to climb. Second floor, you get to the belfry. You see a switch to turn on the clock faces and the belfry lights. And then you see a switch to open up all 4 bell tower shutters simultaneously at once. And then you climb another staircase to get to the 3rd and final floor, of the clock tower, which would be the clock faces, all 4 of them, and the gears and everything. It'd be easy and safe as fuck to climb. So then, when people be telling me, Josh, you need to move out of your house. You're getting too old. There's too many goddamn stairs. I'd be like, bitch, I already thought of this shit. My stone staircases are easy as fuck to climb. There might be more stairs, but guess what? If I design my fucking dream house so that I can live in it the rest of my life comfortably, and that's what life's all about. You gotta plan every last detail. Casper's own Playboy mansion. Yeah. Like, welcome to Cobra's Cathedral. Are you here visiting? Or would you like to study magic? Learn how to make a wand? I have 4 secret passageways, 4 floors. So I don't think the separate floors on the clock tower would count, but this would be a basement, a main floor, 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor. That's 4. Boom. Yeah. I'd basically build my own church that I could live in, and I could teach magic to those who are willing to learn. Casper could have its own little Hogwarts, and you can't tell me that wouldn't be sick as fuck. A lot of people are like, what the fuck is a Second Empire Victorian mansion? Okay, you picture Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion. That style of house is a Victorian Second Empire. It's that classic haunted house style. Yeah. Adam's Family status, baby. Oh, yeah. Will it be super volcano proof? I hear Wyoming is above a super volcano. Well, that's the thing of it. Yellowstone. Okay, that does it. I'm using my magic. Oh. A circle of calming on Yellowstone National Park. May the volcanoes in Yellowstone National Park calm down. There we go. There we go. I don't care how it's done. I want the volcanoes in Yellowstone National Park to just calm the fuck down. We don't need no stinking eruptions. Now, trust and believe, if Yellowstone National Park goes off, that's half the world covered in volcanic ash. Nope. No, we don't need that shit. Nope. That's kind of what saves the United States from terrorists fucking with us, is because if they try to fucking bomb our asses, that's half the world, dude. If you set that volcano off, that's half the fucking world covered in ash. It's not worth it, dude. That means your family could be affected too, even though you're thinking, oh, blah, 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 blah. Because I guarantee you that Wyoming's volcano, if that shit goes off, we're all fucked. I'm not having it. No. Not just because I live in this state, but for the sake of half the fucking planet here. I'm being real right now. I'm using my magic to calm Yellowstone National Park down to a safe and friendly level so that people can continue to visit Yellowstone National Park for several generations to come, providing tourism for Wyoming State, as well as providing naturist wonder for people. Yeah. Oh, yeah. My family owns a ranch in Gillette. Nope. Or not Gillette, but wherever you, or in Gillette, yeah. Saunders Highway. No bullshit. No bullshit. That's my family's highway. So my ranching roots and my family go deep in this state. I mean, deeper than you even know. That cemetery over on Circle Drive in Gillette, Wyoming has like 200 to 300 of my relatives buried there. And when you walk into a cemetery where pretty much your family history lies, you can feel it, dude. Like, no bullshit. You can feel that shit deep into your bones, dude. No joke. Yeah. Man, I remember one summer when my aunt died, and then right on the way to her funeral, one of my great grandparents died, and I was like, dude, fuck life, straight up. I was in this apartment when I got the fucking news, mind you. So on the way to my aunt's funeral, my great grandfather dies, and I'm like, son of a bitch, man. But that's life. That's life. Yeah. And then about a year after my great grandfather dies, his wife passes away, and it's like, well, shit. So my grandparents, bless their heart, they took my great grandparents' ashes and put them in this little cross in a garden in the church they go to. Now, mind you, the church they have has this little bell you can ring for services, and I got the honor of ringing the bell for my great-grandparents' funeral, and it's a gorgeous bell. I took a selfie for Facebook. I was like, yo, check out the sick bell I get to ring. You know what I'm saying? And then these haters took a video of me, called it Josh the retard ringing the bell at his fat dead great-grandparents' funeral. And then they took a picture from Facebook and photoshopped Disney Quasimodo's face over mine. And they had Mr. Garrison's retard alert ringing his school bell right over for the audio. And it was just like, wow, dude. And like, that's not even the worst of what trolls have done to me. I'm still sitting here making a video. That's the funny thing of it. Like, that's not the worst thing trolls have done to me, and I'm still sitting here saying fuck the haters. My thoughts exactly, Therese, to an extent that is incredibly lame. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let these haters ruin my life. These haters are still trying to fuck with me, and I nipped their situation in the butt before it happened. If anything, they're just helping me out with their continuous trolling. So they're not winning at this point. This Bacardi and Monster is quite delicious, if I do say so myself. Oof. With the way wand lore works, this wand was calling me. This is the final wand in my collection. And not talking shit on my collection of wands, but this wand is my favorite out of the collection. Like, I hate to say it, but it's the fucking truth, dude. This thing is just fucking gorgeous, dude. When I tell people I make crystal scepters for Etsy, they're like, where's the proof? I'm just like, you're looking at it, bruh. Alright, this is my favorite wand in the collection that I own. This scepter will last me years. It is done. My scepter went through a blood moon while drying, no less. And it was a full blood moon at that. This thing, dude, when you gaze upon this, when you hold it, you just feel it pulsating with energy. It's fucking awesome, dude. Oof. I'm not going to make crystal scepters too often for Etsy. It's basically going to be handheld wands. Just because these cost a lot more to make and people want wands now. There's a very high demand for my wands, especially with the testament people have received after getting my wand. Several people saying, "Oh, this wand has made my life so much better. Thank you, King Cobra, blah, blah, blah." That's the kind of shit that makes people go, "Okay, I must have it." And instantly, overnight, I'm the most successful wand seller. I'm the most successful wand seller on Etsy overnight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, since completing my scepter, there's been a shit ton of crazy weather. Between the blood moon and the thunderstorms, I'm like, dude, this is a powerful scepter, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Here's the thing, Zachariah, which is a different Zach, not the one that I know here in town. But he says, "I've only grown more depressed since I got a wand, but my therapist says it has nothing to do with the wand." Exactly. Thank you, Zachariah. Your therapist is right. The depression is on you. Look to your wand as a sign of comfort. Whenever you feel depressed, I want you to hold your wand, concentrate on the things you want to change in your life, and visualize it happening. You can use your wand to better your life. That's the beauty of Cobra Craft wands. They can be used to better your life. But you didn't hear that from me. When you have somebody who practices legit magic offering a wand for the same price as everybody else, that's a fucking hell of a deal, dude. People are definitely getting their money's worth with my wands. That's no bullshit. I love my scepter. This thing is sexy. This scepter reflects my personality. Boss as fuck. Oh, that's my baby. Oh, it's a sexy one. You don't even know, dude. There's a reason why I charge $54 for those scepters. which is pretty cheap considering the time and effort it goes into making those. Parker Jackson says, some of those wands will end up in a museum somewhere someday, I bet. You never know. I'm not worried about that. Right now, I'm worried about making my life happen for me. That includes making wands so other people can experience a little bit of joy in life. And so be it. I'm content with the drink I have right now. I'm going to finish this drink and end the live stream. You never know. If people use my dream house as a museum for my wands, wouldn't that be some ironic shit? I'll drink to that. Hell yeah, life goes on. And we make the best of it, the best that we can.